Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy into it or sell out of it. And also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, you are definitely going to want to get familiar with this channel and support and resistance levels. Just to let you know, I am not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. I also provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that to start an account and get 2 free stocks. And I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that to start an account and get 1 free stock. Okay, and I just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I will try to get to that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Today is June 25th, 2021. It is Friday, and you can see here the S&P 500 is up 0.25% at 0.25. The Dow Jones is up 0.65%, and the NASDAQ is pretty flat on the day, down 0.03%. So not much happening in the NASDAQ, but the S&P and Dow are up today. So let's get into the stock I want to take a look at today. Today I wanted to do a video on Tesla. And Tesla's been on a bit of a run lately, so I wanted to check this one out, go over the chart. I've done a few videos on this one in the past. I'll leave a link in the upper right-hand corner. You should be seeing that right now, and you could go back, check out those videos, see how I got my chart to where it is today. And today, Tesla is down a little bit, $4.75 on the day, which is the equivalent of about 0.67%. at the time of this recording here. In the past week, like I said, Tesla has been on a run. It's up a little over 8% in the past week. And in the past month, it is up 11.65% so far. But in the past 3 months, you know, we're up 10% in the past 3 months. And the past year, we're still over 250% up on the past year here. So you could see by looking at our chart, our all-time high for Tesla is $900.40, and we hit that on January 25th of earlier this year, and you could see like right after it hit those all-time highs, you know, we had a big dip in this stock, and we lost a lot of value here, almost, you know, not quite 50%, but we got close to around 30 or 40% here, going from 900 to let's see, let's find the low here, and it looks like the low is gonna was on March 5th here at $539.49. So you went from 900 to 539 there. So big difference in price there. And you know, since then it has recovered, but you know, you saw this thing recover and then dip back down, almost making a double bottom here around that $561 level where I have my support line drawn here at 561.51. That's where I drew my support line in, and you can see it's bounced off of that support twice and made a pretty big recovery. So we're looking at another recovery after we hit that double bottom, which occurred on May 19th here. You could see since it's bounced off there, it has recovered, and we are trading at 674.72 right now. Okay, so you know, that's about a little over $100 swing in the stock price right there since it double bottomed on that May 19th there. So let's get into what we're looking at on our chart here. You could see as I zoom out here, I have a trend line here in the green, and that's going to be our uptrend that we've been trading in since about March of last year in 2020. We've been on this uptrend since then, and you could see it's making a series of higher highs and higher lows as it follows this trend here, okay? And I also have a downtrend line marked in the red here, and it's been stuck under this downtrend for a while. And let's see here, since about the middle of February of this year, it's been stuck in this downtrend, making a series of lower lows here and lower highs, okay? But it seems since then, we have broken out of that downtrend here just in the past couple days. As you could see, Tesla was unable to break above this line here, which pretty much it follows sort of my 50-day moving average, which is here in the dark blue, this line right here. It kind of follows that. But you could see it's a pretty clear trend that, it hasn't been able to break out above that line since the middle of February there. So, we're looking for this breakout, and we finally got it in the past 2 days here. You could see yesterday as I zoom in, actually 2 days ago, we closed the day right at that line. Okay, so that was acting as resistance, this line, since February, and we closed right below that line on, let's see here, the 23rd, which was Wednesday, okay? And yesterday, we finally gapped up and were able to get above that line and hold throughout the day and close the day above that line. And you can see today, we came out, opened up the market, and this thing shot up. But since then, it's kind of sold off since shooting up in the morning there. So you could see we are right above the line though, and it looks like this gap is going to be acting as support going forward. So, you could always put a line right at the top of this gap, which is around $667.21. That should act as support going forward. Or also you could copy this trend line, and that will also be acting as support going forward because we finally broke out of there. So let's switch over to the weekly chart and see what we have here. And you could see, let's count the weeks that we were stuck under this trend line here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This is the 20th week that we were below this trend line and not able to close the week above there. But it looks like this week we are finally going to close above this trend line. But also, if you look closer here, you could see that my trend line kind of follows this 21-day moving average on the weekly chart, which is this light blue line here where my mouse is pointing at right there. You see this light blue line is 21-day moving average for the weekly chart, and this green line is the 30-day moving average. And you could see here, we traded all the way up to the 30-day moving average here in the green this week, and we, got rejected off of that 30-day moving average. And right now we are currently sitting at the 21-day moving average, which is at $675.28. So we are right there right now, and it would be helpful to close the week above that 21-day moving average. Okay, that would be a very bullish sign moving forward if we could stay above there today and close out this week above that 21-day moving average here in the light blue there. So I'll be watching the rest of the day. I'm making this video around the middle of the day on a Friday. So, hopefully the rest of the day we can regain some of the, losses that we had so far today, and we could get back above that 21-day moving average, because that's been acting as major resistance since about February here, you could see. Okay, so we'll be watching that closely, but you could see we're also trading above our 8-day moving average, which is this white line here. So that's going to be acting as support going forward. Our 8-day moving average, which is at $621.64 here on the weekly chart. So we'll watch that going forward for support. You could see that was also acting as resistance also in these past couple weeks here. So we finally broke above that this week, and we are holding above that. So now I'm just going to switch over to our 4-hour chart, see what we're looking like there. And it looks like you could see here, the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart was pretty much following my trend line the most here. So that was acting as resistance also. So we need to stay above this 200-day moving average here in the yellow. This is the yellow line here. That's my 200-day moving average. And you could see we finally broke above there this week. So it looks like it just dipped below there, in the past couple hours. So we're going to be watching that also to make sure it stays above that 200-day moving average going forward, because that's also a bullish sign. And you could see we have all of our moving averages down here. Our 50-day in the blue, 30-day in the green, 21-day in the light blue, and our 8-day in the white here, all acting as support, and they are all curling up, and that is also a good sign looking forward. So hopefully we could continue this momentum into next week and finish this week off strong. Okay, so we might be looking at, you know, a nice little breakout for this stock, which is long overdue, because this stock's been you know, being held back since the beginning of this year, since it hit those all-time highs here in January. So we'll watch this going forward. I'm going to switch back over to our daily chart and see if there's anything else we could find here. You could see, you know, on the way up here, this thing shot straight up right here. That was around the end of last year when it was included into the S&P 500. And, you know, that was a big catalyst for this stock, and you could see it just caused it to shoot straight up. Not a lot of consolidation in this area right here. Let me zoom in. On the way up here, you could see it left a lot of gaps to be filled in and not a lot of consolidation happening on the way up. So you could see it's only normal here. You know, it came back down to fill all these gaps in here and consolidate in the areas it did not have consolidation on the way up. And you could see, you know, it was this area right in here that, you know, we needed some consolidation in before we could continue our next leg higher. So that's what it's doing right now. I think it just you know, came down, fill in the gaps, consolidate in some areas we didn't have consolidation before, and I think it's going to continue higher along our trend line here, because you can see that is holding up as we move forward. So I'll continue to watch this, and I'll be looking for this to trade up to around the $780 area. That's going to be our next area of resistance. You could see here we tried to recover. This was back in March. It made it all the way up to that $780 resistance line, and it got stopped out by our trend line and also our resistance line, which is right at 780. And that's going to be a big price target moving forward to see if we could get up to there, which I don't think we'll have any trouble, and break above there and close above there again, okay, to continue our way higher and eventually move on to all new highs here. I think it might take a little bit. This thing's, you know, it's been taking its time lately. It's not like the old Tesla of last year where you saw it just shoot straight up all the time, okay? So that's what I'll be watching for moving forward. If you're in this stock, I would just continue to hold. You know, they're coming out with new catalysts every day, and there's a lot of news around this stock, so it's a good one to just hold and forget about and come back and look in, you know, a year or two to see what gains you're going to have out of it. If you're looking to trade it, I would definitely be looking at the $780 as resistance right here, and, you know, you could do whatever you want there, trade all the way up to there, but I'd watch that area. That's going to act as resistance in the future. So just watch out for that. And if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos here. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.